8 items Michael Jordan owns that are worth more than your life. Michael Jordan is undoubtedly a global icon. In many ways, Jordan is a big reason why the NBA is as popular as it is today. The success Jordan has enjoyed on and off the court has allowed him to become the first billionaire player in NBA history. In 2015 and 2018, Jordan was ranked as the 4th wealthiest celebrity by Forbes. Now, let's take a look at some of that happiness Jordan has purchased over the years. $80 million yacht. The extremely expensive yacht is one of Jordan's most recent purchases. In 2019, Jordan purchased this massive yacht that actually requires a professional crew on board at all times. Now, as you can imagine, owning something this extravagant can cost quite a bit in maintenance and upkeep. TMZ reported that it cost Jordan about $840,000 a week to keep the ship operational. What's on this yacht, you ask? Of course, a full-size basketball court, a full indoor bar decorated in a tropical theme, 8 sleeping cabins, a gym, jacuzzi, and state-of-the-art audio-visual equipment. The 230-foot long yacht was first seen when Jordan was sailing off the coast of St. Barth, celebrating New Year's Eve this past December. $30 million private jet. In 2014, Jordan purchased a Gulfstream G4 private jet. He had the jet wrapped in North Carolina white and blue, while also having the Jordan brand logo placed on the back wing. The jet is labeled N236MJ, standing for the number on his jersey during the first part of his career, his number of championships, and his initials. The original base price of the jet was nearly $36 million, but of course, Jordan had to make some upgrades. Jordan added custom Rolls-Royce engines and the ability to sit 19 passengers. In 2017, Jordan decided to give the plane a makeover. He added a custom paint job, which was specifically designed by him using designs that he had previously used for several of his shoes. After the custom paint jobs, which totaled about $700,000 each, and the other upgrades, the jet is now worth close to $50 million. $15 million golf course. Outside of the basketball court, many people also remember when Jordan tried his hand at baseball, which didn't go so well. However, most people wouldn't even consider baseball Jordan's second favorite sport, as he spends tons of time on the golf course. Even during the 1992 Olympics, Jordan was known to go out and play golf in the morning, before coming into practice later that day. Jordan was introduced to golf by his college roommate right before he left for the NBA, and he started to have a passion for it. When it comes to hitting the links, Jordan is definitely no slouch. Over the years, he has played with Tiger Woods on a regular basis. In 2018, Jordan made the announcement that he would be opening his own course in Hobe Sound, Florida, which is just north of West Palm Beach. The course is called Grove 23 and is a private course reserved for his family and friends, pro golfers, and anyone highly recommended by Jordan himself. One of the reasons Jordan built his own golf course was simply because he likes to play fast and hates when people won't let him play through. Often when he plays with friends, he doesn't even wait for them to hit. He will drive his cart straight to the green and finish the hole while others are still hitting in the fairway. The course includes a private club for members, a driving range, 9,800 square foot clubhouse, and maintenance facilities for any golfer on the course. The course covers about 223 acres and was estimated to be worth $15 to $20 million when he was initially having it built. The course is estimated to cost a couple of $1 million annually to maintain. $10 million car collection. Jordan has heavily been into cars ever since he joined the league. While his car collection has varied over the years, his expensive taste has remained consistent. Now we, of course, won't go down the list and name every single car Jordan has ever owned, because that might take us all day, but here are some of the most notable cars the billionaire has owned. One of Jordan's most prized possessions is his Aston Martin DB7, which is estimated to cost around $200,000. Jordan actually didn't even have to purchase this car, as it was gifted to him by the manufacturer in a special red variant that wouldn't be put on any other similar cars being sold. Next, we have his black and red Porsche 911 Turbo, which is estimated to be worth about $115,000. This car was actually the inspiration for one of Jordan's most iconic shoe designs. Through the years, Jordan has actually owned several Porsches, and his Air Jordan 6 shoe was inspired by his red and black 911, with the shoe being modeled to look like the car itself. It should come as no surprise that Jordan has also had several Ferraris in his collection. The most notable one is a $212,000 custom-made Ferrari 512 Testarossa, which seems to be one of his favorites, and who could blame him? Jordan has actually been spotted in multiple versions of the Testarossa, one black and one bright red. The Testarossas that Jordan has had have always been limited editions that very few people in the world would have been able to own. Back in 2007, Jordan purchased a very rare Mercedes McLaren SLR 722. that cost almost $500,000. The car had butterfly doors, along with engine and suspension upgrades to basically make it a race car. This car actually didn't last in Jordan's garage too long, as it was seen for sale on eBay just a few years later, with only 1,000 miles on it. Jordan's garage is always changing and is consistently filled with unique cars that have been custom made. Jordan even had cars custom made for him by DreamWorks Motorsports. These awesome vehicles include multiple Range Rovers, a Bentley Continental GT, and of course, multiple Mercedes-Benz. Jordan has been known to have multiple different Ferraris, and has been seen in many Corvettes as well. $50 million mansion collection. It probably doesn't come as a surprise to many that Jordan owns multiple luxury homes. While Jordan spent many of his playing years living in Chicago, he would eventually make his way down to Florida, where he also built his private golf course. 10 years after Jordan retired for the first time, he purchased a $12 million home in Jupiter, Florida. Jordan spent $4.8 million on purchasing the land, and another $7.6 million on the construction of the mansion, which made it one of the most expensive mansions in the Palm Beaches. Jordan actually purchased the home from legendary golfer Jack Nicklaus, and the home is right down the street from Jordan's golfing buddy Tiger Woods. Jordan actually admits to not spending much time in the 28,000 square foot mansion. He basically golfs, sun up to sunset, while his family enjoys the home. The 3-acre mansion consists of a guardhouse, guest house, and a pool house. Inside the home, there are 11 bedrooms, a huge media room with state-of-the-art electronics, and an athletic wing with a full basketball court and workout facility. Since Jordan has moved into the Florida mansion, he has had $7 million worth of renovations done, which brings its present-day value to around $20 million. Now, it's only fitting that Jordan also has a massive mansion in Chicago. Shortly after he retired from the Wizards, he purchased a 56,000 square foot mansion in Highland Park, Illinois. The mansion is, of course, one of a kind, boasting an infinity pool with grass hill in the middle, a custom door from the Playboy Mansion, a putting green, tennis court, and even a pond filled with fish. The main gate of the mansion has even turned into somewhat of a tourist attraction because of the large number 23 that is on its front gate. The mansion sits on a total of 7 acres and includes an NBA regulation court branded with a Jordan logo, a piano room, a cigar lounge, an aquarium that's built into the wall, 9 bedrooms, and 19 bathrooms. Yes, you heard that right, 19 bathrooms. None of Jordan's homes would be complete without a state-of-the-art media room and a full-size gym with every type of equipment anyone could need. Jordan originally purchased the home for $25 million and had planned on making it his permanent residence, but due to his passion for playing golf, Jordan made the Florida home his primary destination. The Highland Park mansion is actually for sale right now for around $15 million. In 2013, Jordan purchased a large mansion in Charlotte during a foreclosure sale. Jordan grew up in the area and played college basketball at the University of North Carolina. He is also the controlling owner of the Charlotte Hornets, so it makes sense that he would purchase a home in the area. Jordan purchased the home for $2.5 million, which can be considered a bargain when you look at it from the other 2 mansions we have talked about so far. The home sits on Lake Norman and includes 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a full library, a vintage wooden in-home elevator, a 2-story great room that opens to an enormous terrace patio with a pool and spa, and of course, a basement with a personal gym and state-of-the-art media room. The home also sits on the 7th hole of the Peninsula Club golf course, which you know Jordan loves. $1 million jewelry collection. Jordan owns an extremely unique and expensive collection of watches. During a Jordan brand photo shoot with Dwayne Wade, both Wade and Jordan stuck out their hands holding a sneaker. Jordan was seen rocking a $40,000 Ulysse Nardon Sonata that was white and gold with a huge face. Jordan has also been seen wearing a Richard Mille RM32 that's covered in red gold. The watch is one of the largest styles coming in, with a face that's 50mm and costing $125,000. In 2005, Jordan was photographed wearing a UR203 watch made by Your Work, which cost him roughly $230,000. This watch is probably one of the most unique in his collection. It actually works off of satellites and even has telescoping hands. Of course, no $1 million watch collection is complete without a Rolex. In 2013, Jordan was seen sitting courtside at a Charlotte Bobcats game rocking a Rolex Daytona Platinum that cost him around $75,000. The 50-year anniversary edition has a face that's a seafoam light green color, with brown edging and a diamond bezel. Most recently, during the 2019 NBA All-Star Weekend in Charlotte, Jordan was spotted wearing a unique timepiece. The red gold IWC Big Pilot watch, which was limited to 250 ever made, cost him about $32,000. $1 million worth of memorabilia. Now, it shouldn't come as any surprise that Jordan owns an extensive collection of sports memorabilia. A lot of the memorabilia Jordan owns is actually his own. Since Jordan was such a legend on and off the court, his memorabilia has become extremely valuable, and he has even started to sell some of it off. Upper Deck, which is a popular trading card company, actually recently purchased the entire hardwood floor that Jordan won his last championship on for $1 million. One of the craziest pieces of memorabilia that was sold was a basketball that was signed by Jordan and late pop music icon Michael Jackson. They both signed this one-of-a-kind basketball after filming the music video Jam for Michael Jackson, which Jordan was also in. The ball was sold for $294,000, which is considered to be the most expensive basketball ever sold. Game-worn jerseys are always expensive pieces of memorabilia, and currently, Jordan game-worn jerseys usually go for about $100,000. One person actually purchased a game-worn jersey from Jordan's sophomore year in North Carolina for $114,000. For any sports collector, rookie cards are usually the most sought-after piece of memorabilia, and recently, someone purchased a 1986 Jordan rookie card. The card was purchased for $100,000, which is a record for the most ever spent on one card. The card is extremely unique because it was graded a perfect 10 out of 10 in all categories. $275 million in sports teams. Many people know that Jordan is the controlling owner of his hometown Charlotte Hornets. Jordan originally purchased a stake in the organization back in 2006 when they were the Bobcats. 4 years later in 2010, Jordan made it known that he wanted to own the team outright, and ended up purchasing the franchise for $275 million. Owning the Bobcats was the culmination of Jordan's post-playing career goal of owning an NBA franchise. Since Jordan purchased the team, they have changed their name from the Bobcats back to the Hornets, and is now valued at $1.25 billion. Jordan has also always had interest in baseball, as many of us remember him retiring the first time to play for the Chicago White Sox minor league affiliate. He recently spent $5 million to have a stake in the Miami Marlins. That wraps up the list of Jordan's most unique purchases. Thanks for tuning in.